everybody. Welcome to another episode of Creative Chat.
And today we're going to be talking about what to bring to a studio shoot that would be minimal things, the 5 minimal things to bring to a studio shoot. So Allie's going to be covering photography things, of course, and I'll be doing makeup stuff. So we're going to go backwards from least important and then of course to most important. So Allie, what's your least important thing that you would bring?
A light stand.
Makes sense.
I mean, I could do without it.
Right.
If I had a human being.
If you had a human.
To be a Val.
What do photographers call those?
A Val.
Val.
Voice-activated light stand. But if I don't have a Val,
human.
I am going to need a light stand.
Right. So my least important thing would be mascara. I know this is a very tiny thing of mascara, but yes, mascara would probably be my least important thing that I would bring. Just because sometimes if the model has long enough eyelashes, the photographer in post can just kind of bring those out, but I would need it, so this is my least important thing that I would bring. Okay, so what's your number 4?
A modifier. It's
Coming
big.
in to eat us.
It's gonna smack Sierra. What? This is a strip box. It's really versatile if I'm only gonna use one modifier.
Okay.
I really like a strip box for just, if I can only have one modifier,
Right,
I'm gonna use a strip box.
strip box. Makes sense.
Sierra, what would be your 4th thing that you would bring to a shoot?
So my 4th thing would be contour and highlight. That would be my 4th thing. I mean, they both usually come in the same little packet, so I figured I'd cheat and kind of do a 2 for 1, so.
Good idea.
Yeah. Okay, your number 3?
My number 3 is a light.
Oh, yes. That makes sense.
We're getting into the critical stuff
yeah,
now.
that's kind of critical. You need a light for a studio shoot. Yeah.
Kinda need a light.
Yeah.
With
yeah.
the modifier and the light stand.
Right, right. Makes sense. Okay.
What's your number 3?
My number 3 is spot concealing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so especially if you know the skin tone of who your model is gonna be ahead of time, or if it's you, instead of just bringing a foundation and then concealer and then, a lot of makeup artists, like professional makeup artists, only use concealer. They don't use foundation. Yes? Are you raising your hand like a 5-year-old? Okay, what's going on?
I'm only wearing concealer today.
Shocking! It's not that shocking.
See? Just concealer.
Yeah, seriously. Honestly, a lot of the time professional makeup artists only use concealer. I really, honestly, I don't like using foundation on models most of the time. I just like spot concealing. So, spot concealer, that's my 3rd one. Okay, number 2.
Well, it's kind of useless without number 1, but my number 2, a lens.
A lens!
But I will bring a telephoto lens.
Oh, okay. Wait, so why a telephoto lens?
Because this is a 24 to 70,
Okay.
which means I can get
That means nothing to me. Like
Okay.
24.
24 to 70
7.
millimeter, 24 to 70. It means it's a mid-range telephoto lens.
Okay,
So I
mid-range.
can shoot kind of wide.
Oh, okay.
And I can shoot kind
kinda
of tight.
Right, makes
It's
sense.
not a super strong telephoto. It's
Right.
not a super wide.
Right.
It's in the middle.
It's in the middle.
And it gives me a lot of versatility
Yeah, that makes sense for a shoot.
for a shoot.
Yeah, okay. My number 2 is a cream blush.
I love cream blush. I'm
Cream
wearing
blush.
cream blush too.
So the reason why I would bring a cream blush is because cream blushes are actually very versatile. You can use them on your eyelids, you can use them on your lips, you can use them on your cheeks, you can use them sometimes as a highlighter. I mean, it depends on the cream blush, but yeah, you can use them as so many things, and because that's the case,
This is mine, right?
yes, it's totally yours. Yeah,
Yeah?
it looks great. It's very rosy, it's beautiful. And
I was
But
wanted to demo.
that's why this isn't my number 2, is because it is so versatile. So if I'm like going to a shoot and I'm like, shoot, I just want to grab a couple of things, this would definitely be my number 2. So number 1, the most important.
So I attached number 2.
Yeah, to number 1.
It's a camera.
Camera.
I know it's a surprise, given
Who would have thought that
have
your
thought?
number 1
My
important
number-
thing for a minimal studio shoot would be a camera? I would have never.
all my minimalism.
Right.
I always bring
Shoot without the camera.
a camera.
Right.
I
Makes
could
sense.
bring a cell phone, but
Oh.
I
Okay.
bring a camera.
Yeah, yeah. So my number one is a diverse palette, and mine is the Jordan Liberty Darkroom palette. I absolutely love this palette. It's beautiful. He is a wonderful makeup artist. I absolutely love him. He gives great tips. But the reason why I like this palette is because it goes from, warms to cools. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. I really recommend him as a makeup artist. He's not trying to be flashy or catchy or anything like that. I could go on and on about him.
Didn't he teach you the concealer thing?
He did teach me the concealer thing. I used to do like the foundation and concealer and everything on the model, but now I really only do spot concealing, and sometimes I even do that on myself. So, but I really recommend a diverse palette because, this could create so many makeup looks.
So I just wanted to ask, why do you think it's important to know your 5 top makeup things that you would bring? Why is this important to talk about?
I mean, I think that it's important. It's an important thing to note for yourself because then you know what your go-tos are. You know what your ride or dies are. Like these are my things that I could not live without in my kit. I could not live without doing my makeup or doing like cosplay makeup. I could not live without these things in my kit. It creates the look. I also think that it makes you a little bit more creative, right? It makes you stretch a little bit more. Like, oh, well, if, like let's say somebody like brings you this bag of 5 things as a photographer or as a makeup artist, as a cosplayer, and you're like, okay, create a look. That's all you get. You gotta kind of stretch, right? You gotta kind of be a little bit more creative with the things that you have.
Well, and I also think in photography, if you can learn one light strobe photography, then you're not flipped out when all you have room for is one light.
Right.
You can figure out, like I've actually found times where I've been able to find a light source that happens to exist, like a window, use that as my second light.
Right.
Because I've made myself learn how to work with the minimal gear, and
that
it's
makes
helped
sense.
me on location. It's made me more creative.
Yep.
It's made me problem solve. And I also think that when you have less stuff, then you can concentrate on the bigger picture better.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
You're not
You're
solving.
not carrying like all this stuff with you. And I've seen those photographers that come to cons and like they have like literally a room's full of things that they're just lugging around. Why?
And it doesn't always make your image better.
Why? No, it doesn't. We hope that you enjoyed this episode of Creatives Chat.
Don't forget, give us a like.
Subscribe and ring the damn bell.
We'll see you next Monday,
Bye-bye.
3 o'clock.
I was trying to be you.
I know.
Where you're like, bye-bye.
I always say bye-bye.
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 Bye-bye. We can be like Sarah.
Wow.